Hello guys, so today we are going to be reviewing airlines. So let's get to it. Let's just wait for check-in. Alright, so the check-in man has now appeared. Sure you can. Alright, checks out. Let's put my suitcase on here. Okay, let's go to our terminal. Oh my god, look at all the planes here, bro. I think first of all we're going to be rating American Airlines. We're gonna be here, first of all. We're just gonna need to wait for the pilot. Alright, now we can check in, since the check-in man's here. Alright, here's my ticket. Alright, now we're clear to board. That's so good. We just need to wait for the ground crew to just prep the aircraft up. Alright, all checks out. Let's go. Just get into the air stairs. Just get into the cabin and see what it's like. It's kind of small, you know. And this is my seat here. Yep. Just need to get into the corner one. Here it is. We can see all the aircraft from here. Let's wait for the pilot to prop up the engines. Alright, so the pilot has just told us we're shortly about to push back, and I think that's about now. We can go. See, we're moving. Alright, it's looking good. This pushback tug is a student driver. For sure it's a student driver. The engines aren't turned on yet, I don't know why. This is a student driver. Right now we're onto the taxiway. Pushback tug is gonna detach, it's going. Alright, so the pilot's now in the cockpit. The engines are now started up. We're about to take off. We just need to taxi. Alright, now it's time for takeoff. We're just going to be doing a short flight to Malo Airport. Yeah. Alright, let's go for takeoff roll. Oh, the flight attendant has just said to me that I could go into a clear view of the window. I can get a clear view of the wing. Let's go then. Yeah, that's what I would like. Alright, flaps are already down. So let's just do the takeoff roll. Alright, so the captain has just said that we're now at cruising altitude. And now the flight attendants are gonna come out with the food trolleys. Physics, bro. He just said what I would like to do. Now, I would like to do Bloxy Cola and a bag of chips, please. Alright, he's gonna give it to me. Now let's eat our food. Alright, I just finished the food and it was so good. For the food, that I would give it a solid 6 out of 10, since they only had like chips to serve, bro. Alright, so we just did reverse thrust. And I mean, the landing wasn't that hard. I had to give it a 5 out of 10. Since it was kinda hard. Alright, taxiing's finished. We just have to wait for these airstairs. Alright, so the airstairs is ready, as you can see. Let's just get out of this aircraft slowly and steadily. Alright. Okay. And we have to go on another connecting flight. So we just have, but in the meantime, we can just review American Airlines. Let's just wait. Alright, American Airlines, as I said, the food was 6 out of 10 and the landing was 5 out of 10. So combined, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Alright, the next airline is British Airways for a flight to Grindavik Airport. Let's just wait for the ground crew to prep. Alright, so we're getting board now. We still got to check in though. We need to wait for them. Alright, here's my ticket. Alright, he said all checks out, so let's go. Alright, here we are in my seat, as it looks good. Let's just wait for the pilot to start engines. Well, he isn't going to start the engines once we're pushed back though. Alright, now we're about to take off. Let's watch the flaps go down. That was 3 times. Let's go. I think we were climbing too aggressively at that time, bro. Now we're losing altitude again. I mean speed. Alright, we just have been informed that's now cruising altitude. Today I would like only some pasta and Mountain Dew, please. Alright, so we just got the food. Let's wait for the flight attendant to go. Alright, the food was so good. It was like 6 out of 10. But now we're just gonna descend. I mean, it wasn't too hard. I had to give it a 7 out of 10. Better than American. Let's taxi to the gate. So the aircraft is now parked. Let's wait for ground crew services. So I think the stairs are now connected. Let's get off this plane. Slowly. Okay. Pilot in there. Alright, we need to go to the terminal now, so we need to wait for a terminal bus. Alright, our terminal bus is here. Let's go in. Alright, let me close the doors and stand. Alright, it's time. It's our stop now. Let's get off. So now that we're in the terminal, we can rate British Airways. So British Airways was a solid. Maybe I'd give it an average of, let's say, 9 out of 10. Actually, to be more specific, 9.5 out of 10. Let's do that. And guys, this is officially the end of the video. Bye bye. See you next time.